Hello to all and welcome to my 500 subscriber special. That's right, we've finally got to 500 of you beautiful people subscribed to my channel. Now, I do just want to start things off by saying a massive thank you to each and every one of you 500 beautiful people, and you are beautiful people. For all the support you have offered me, and, you know, all the time you've taken to look at my channel and give me praise and, you know, help my channel become better, and really, I couldn't have asked for a better audience, so I do thank you all oh so very much. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself about now, hang on a second, why does he sound a bit different? And you see, that's because I have a new headset. That's right, I've no longer used my old PX22, and I now use the Sennheiser PC360 Special Edition. Now you may wonder to yourselves, what is the difference between the regular edition and the Special Edition? I honestly have no idea. I mean, so far, the only thing I've noticed this has that the original didn't have, was... well, it doesn't have of any kind of foam on the microphone, which can cause annoying boom noises when you speak, which is really annoying, but fortunately, I've got a bit of DIY, I've got a bit of the old foam in the house, and stuck it to the end of the microphone, so that problem has mostly disappeared, which is great. So anyway, back onto the actual video in hand, and all of this rubbish microphone stuff aside, it's time to talk about one of the many changes that will occur to this channel. Now, first and foremost, I wanted to become closer to you all, and let's face it, the YouTube comment section isn't really a place that I could call myself close to any of you with, considering, well, it's the YouTube comment section. So, what I now have is a Twitter account. That is right, you can find me on Twitter at BradderTemplar. There is a link in the description, and probably on the screen if I can figure out how to make that work. Where you can go and talk to me, and where I will be doing a lot of the stuff, such as updates, and, you know, pictures, behind the scenes stuff, and all of this good stuff. In fact, just to start all of this off, what I am actually going to do is I'm going to put a poll on it as soon as this video is uploaded. Now, this poll will be asking what you people want me to do for my 500 subscriber special video. And the choices you can choose between are a Q&A, which is, well, you know, pretty self-explanatory, a setup video, and lastly, a should you get of your choice. And basically, depending on what wins will depend on how I take it from that point on. So I'll put up a poll, and whatever wins, if it's the setup video, then, well, I'll just do that. No problems. If it's a Q&A, then after the Q&A wins, I will then ask for questions. But if the should you get wins, then that's a bit more complicated. I'll go around asking for, you know, vehicle ideas, and then I'll choose the main ones people say, and you know, that kind of thing. So yes, I would strongly recommend you stick around my Twitter, as it will have updates, polls, and, well, by doing so, you can change this channel for the better. Oh, and don't feel too disheartened if yours doesn't get picked. Whichever doesn't get picked, so whichever two don't win the poll, will quite simply, I'll do another one in about a month's time for my channel's 1 year anniversary, and the other one, I don't know. To be honest with you, maybe I'll do another poll in a month's time for the anniversary. I don't know, but if you do want to know, then make sure to stay in touch with my Twitter. As I've already said, at BradderTemplar. Go there, that is where all the cool kids are at. Now, speaking of improving the channel, Another thing I have to mention is that I now have a Patreon. That's right, if you want to spend some of your hard-earned cash on improving the channel, then you can go there right now on your screens and help me there. I'll be on Patreon under the name of, well, Brad Templar, unsurprisingly, and that is where you can give me money, and all money I raise on Patreon will just go to improving my hardware and software, which will inevitably improve videos I make, and make it better for all of you. So everything you invest into my Patreon, you will get in return with improved content. And if I get enough money on Patreon to the point, well, I guess it would be Patreon and YouTube combined, but if I did ever get enough money from both of them combined that I would be able to live off it, then hell, this could be my full-time job, which would, not only mean that the quality of videos would go up, but also the amount of videos would go up, as I would have a lot more time. But yeah, once again, that's going to be far in the future if it ever happens at all. So anyway, back on to Patreon, as we talk about the rewards you can give, well, I give you, is for however much you give on Patreon. Now, for the price of only $1, you can get access to my Discord server. There we go. Now I'm on Discord as well. I know, I've gone from being on bugger all to being on 3 things. Like, God, I don't space these things out very well, do I? But anyway, yeah, so I'm now on Discord as well. I'll try and be on as much as I can, but I absolutely, no idea about this kind of stuff. It's all very new to me, so do be patient and what have you. But so yes, my Discord, I'll be on as much as I can, and if you pay $1 a month, you can be on my Discord and talk to me as well as other people of similar interest to yourself. However, if you want to get the $10 reward, then you will get a VIP pass on my Discord. Now, what's the difference between a regular and a VIP? Well, a VIP is someone who, really does care quite a lot about the channel. Not saying that, anyone else doesn't care about the channel at all, but, $10 a month is someone who really want to invest into the channel and make it better, and for that they get to become a VIP, which gives them more control over my Discord server, so they get, like sort of minor administration roles and powers and what have you, but also, and most importantly, they get to go on my special VIP chat room. And basically, the VIP chat room is where it's going to be going down, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that'll be the place where, if ever I want to, ask questions or query my followers and that will often be the first place I'll go to. And that's also the place I'll be asking for ideas first. And if you do give me an ideas, of course you'll get full credit for it. Don't worry about that. And is where, people can talk to me with a lot more chance of me, seeing and talking back. And and that will also be the place I'll do like flyouts and drive-outs and stuff from. So if any of that kind of stuff interests you, then you could consider getting a VIP for only $10 a month. But if you are feeling generous, and I mean generous, you can pay for the $25 reward tier, which gets you everything that the $10 and $1 gets you, so you're a VIP on my Discord, but you also get your very own should you get. That's right, you get to choose your very own should you get video on any vehicle you want. Now, this is a pretty sort of expensive offer, and I'd only expect anyone who really cares about the channel to pay for it, so don't feel bad if you don't, obviously. But basically, these will be any vehicle you want. I will do the video specifically for you, although of course it will go on the channel, obviously. And as long as I've got it, or I'm close to getting it, or it's a relatively cheap premium, like, if it was a premium cost me like £60 or something, then I probably couldn't be able to afford it. But other than that, I should be able to find pretty much any vehicle in the game for you. and I will be able to review it in your name, and it will all be wonderful and smashing. But one note on that is that if that does interest you in any way, shape or form, I would recommend taking the taking the chance quickly, as I am only allowing 3 of these reward tiers. That is, only 3 of you lucky people can get your very own should you get. So if you do really want that, and that's something you want more than anything else, then do make sure to get it sooner rather than later. Yeah, I hope that you give generously if you have the money to spare. Of course, I don't want anyone giving me what little few pennies you have, obviously. And also, most importantly, just so I make sure we're all clear, I am not saying by any means you're obligated to give me money. Not at all. My Patreon is for people who enjoy my content and want to give me money to improve the channel. If you don't have the money to give me, or you don't think my content is up to scratch, or you don't think it's 100%, top quality, the best I can be doing, then do not give me money, alright? Just give it if you genuinely believe me and my content is worth the money. So yeah, that's all there really is on my Patreon side of things. Now, anyone who looks at all of the websites I'm on may notice that I always use the same image in the same background, right? And you probably will think about this point that those are the only images, I have to use. But to anyone who even so much as thought that, all I can say to you is, yeah, that's pretty much the case, to be honest with you. Yeah. I mean, I'm still sort of looking for someone to do some of the editing and make pictures for me and stuff for the channel. And I've talked to a few people about it currently, and they've all basically said no, which is rather rude. But no, seriously. Yeah, I'll get around to changing all and making it all look very nice and swanky sooner or later. So don't worry. The channel art will actually change at some point as soon as I can find someone to do it. Oh god. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say. I mean, in a month's time, as I've already said, I'll hit my 1-year anniversary of this channel, or at least from the first video I made. Well, I say first video I made. The first video you can see I made. But yeah. Yeah, so now that'll be an occasion where I'll do, once again, I'll do one of those things that doesn't win the poll in the soon-to-come Twitter poll. And that's all there really is. I'm still playing War Thunder. I still enjoy complaining about it, and complaining about how things are so overpowered, and then saying how things are underpowered, and all in all, just hating on everything. I mean, there is one thing I was just going to say before we finished, other than a massive thank you once again to everyone who supported the channel. Once again, would not be possible without you. I love you all so very much. You're all so very beautiful. And I hope to talk to you soon on my Discord or my Twitter. So there we go, just get that quickly out of the way. But yes, also, I did just want to say that, to all of you people who like the history and stuff I do on my channel, I was genuinely considering whether or not I should do like historical videos, which are just purely talking about history, because I do a lot of research into this stuff, and World War II is the topic, my topic of choice. I've spent literally years looking into it and reviewing it and talking to professionals on it and buying, official, proper World War II memorabilia, and for quite a lot of money, so it's a massive part of my life, and I know a lot about it because of that. In fact, I'm currently doing a research assignment for my course on World War II, so there you go. I'm literally now getting grades for my World War II knowledge, and God knows, for the first time in 2 years, my knowledge of World War II is actually paying off. But yes, yeah, if anyone's interested by that, by all means tell me on Twitter, or tell me on Discord, or maybe even the comments section, because I'm genuinely unsure if I should try and do a series like that, talking about historical things and that. But yeah, so that's all I really have to say for today's video. I thank you all very much for watching. Thank you one more time for 500 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. We're on a road, you know, we're on the road to something bigger and better. I like to think that this channel, this time next year, will be, you know, it will be a much bigger thing, and will be a large part in everyone's life, and everyone will enjoy the channel and have a lot of input into it. And you know, basically I'm just fantasizing at this point, but hopefully it will be a great place soon. So anyway, I thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. It's always appreciated. Make sure to check out my Patreon if you want to give me a bit of dosh, or check on my Twitter if you want to see what's up to date, what's behind the scenes, and if there are any polls going. And maybe even my Discord if you're willing to pay a bit of money. I think you can go on it for free and look, but I think you have to pay to comment. I'm not entirely sure how it all works, I'm very new to it. But yeah, so thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, I say thank you very much, and I'll see you then.